Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another vlog. I hope you guys are doing super well. In this video, I'm going to tell you why I sold my iPad Pro to buy a laptop again. Yes, that is right. I sold my iPad to get another laptop. And you might be thinking, Tim, not that long ago, you recorded a video to say you sold your MacBook to buy an iPad to replace it. And yes, I did. But situations have changed. I didn't even make an update video about the iPad. Now, I just need a laptop. Funny enough, it is now May. At the start of February, I did order a 16-inch M1 Max, like spec'd out with 2 TB of hard drive. That was meant to come pretty much 2 or 3 weeks or maybe a month ago. It's now been delayed until the end of June. Why did I sell my iPad? Did I not enjoy it? Was it not worth getting? Yes, it was worth getting at the time. My needs at the time, I wanted something a bit more tactile. I wanted something different that I can maybe write notes on, learn some stuff on an iPad. The more and more I reached for it, the more and more I wanted Finder, the more I wanted to be able to use Premiere Pro and all the apps that I'm using on my desktop that didn't have a great version on the iPad, because essentially the iPad is a bigger version of your mobile phone. Browsing online was great. It was more portable. It was fantastic for being out and about. I had a SIM card inside it, so I had 5G, 4G, I had mobile internet basically wherever I went. So it doesn't matter if I went to somewhere that didn't have Wi-Fi necessarily, I could still use the internet, I could still reply to emails, but just not as well as a laptop. And in my head now, if I was gonna buy an iPad, I would use it for teleprompter, note-taking, but it might be an iPad mini for note-taking. Teleprompter will probably just live as a teleprompter and not be used for anything else, so it doesn't need to be the latest and greatest. I did edit some photos on the iPad. It was great. When I went on holiday, when I went on trips, I did bring it with me, but I was just missing Lightroom Classic. I was just missing filing system, storing system, and all that I'm used to. The iPad didn't really fit that well into my workflow. I wanted something that I could work across the board where I already have a filing system on my main machine, and I wanted every other machine to have the same filing system, and it wouldn't have worked. So essentially, because of the delay of my 16-inch MacBook, I'm like, right, need to go out and buy a MacBook. Which brings me to this. I have went to a lot of places today and yesterday to go find a 14-inch MacBook Pro, M1 Pro. Very difficult, everywhere is out of stock. And I believe what's happened right now from Mac rumors and stuff I've read online is there's a factory in China that got shut because of COVID. And in that factory, they must have a few parts that are necessary to build out the laptops. Everything's been backlogged. Like literally every shop in London doesn't have a MacBook Air from what I've seen online. No shops have 16-inch MacBook Pros. No shops have any 14-inch MacBook Pros. There's a few stores that have the 13-inch M1, but M1 Pro, M1 Max, forget it. Actually, M1 Max, forget it. You're not getting it in London. M1 Pros. Some places, I mean, this is UK-wide. I looked up and down the country in every store. Some stores have it. Every now and again, I see one pop up in stock for either the 8-core model or the 10-core model. And I'm like, ooh, which one should I get? I just need a machine temporarily. I don't really fancy getting the 13-inch because the price difference between the 13 and 14, you might as well just go 14. And then I'm thinking, right, if I can't find anything, let's just get the Air, because I've heard reviews and the Air can just be okay, right, for what I need for the time being. So today I went to Regent Street, didn't have any in stock. No 14-inch model, nothing. No M1 MacBook Air. And I'm like, wow, I just looked yesterday, there was one in stock that I could have picked up. Any color will be okay, any size will be okay. I would ideally like the 1 TB in the lower spec to save money, but at this point, I can't choose because I just need a machine. Should I buy a machine that will last for the future, or will I return this and see if I can get a cheaper one? I've spoken enough. What I managed to pick up. So this is the 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 Pro chip. 16 gigabytes of unified memory and 1 TB SSD. So this is like the second model that you can get that is just like factory order. Should I have waited 2 months? Should I have not bought this? Well, who knows? I'm not inside as much as I was before, whereas during lockdown and everything, I was really sitting at home all the time and working. Okay, without further ado, oh, that didn't make a satisfying sound that I thought. Let's crack this open. I still haven't figured out my unboxing setup at home, so this will have to do as an angle. I feel like I've missed the boat with unboxings because everyone's done an unboxing now on YouTube, because this came out last year, even though there is no stock of it now, and they might release one in September or announce one in June. Like, what is going on? Why announce a Mac Studio when you can't even supply these, but now you're also pushing out this Mac Studio? Right, let's go. Very nice. Leave that to one side for the time being. Bit more chunkier than normal. We're just gonna have to do one camera angle. Inside here, we've got the classic plug for the wall. Then we have the power brick, which, you know what, that looks nothing different to the previous model. It looks exactly the same. And if anything, that's probably a little bit smaller, but before I had the 16-inch, so that's why it's bigger. So we have a new charger, which is very nice. We're back to MagSafe. If you don't know what MagSafe is, where have you been? Okay, but last thing, when you see what is in here, I imagine this is stickers. Are we getting stickers? Surely we're getting stickers. I've actually not watched many unboxings online. All I've watched is like specs. Is this better than this? What's going on in here? Why are these not coming out? So, ooh, dark black stickers. Very good. To the main spectacle. Look at this machine. It is so weird to have a laptop in my hand. It actually feels like the size of my iPad, funny enough. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna crack this open. Nice. Yes, we are back with the ports, which is very needed. HDMI, I'm gonna be honest, who uses HDMI these days? Am I gonna, well, I guess if you're connecting to a monitor, but with my setup, everything I have is USB-C. I actually probably would have preferred a USB slot, like an extra one rather than HDMI. I don't think I've used HDMI for anything, but I guess if you're traveling, it might be useful to plug in TV. Will it happen? Yeah, probably not. USB monitors. Most of the monitors I'm using now are USB-C. I'm opting for USB-C because if I plug one cable into the monitor, I've got extra ports on the monitor and also more charging abilities, whereas HDMI, it seems a little bit old school to me. Comment down below and let me know what you think. I don't think it's necessary. SD card, perfect, is what I want, what I need, what I like. Headphone jack and your MagSafe. And now we're gonna open it for the first time. Very nice. How are we liking Space Gray? I'm not sure how I feel about Space Gray. I mean, you can't go wrong with Space Gray. I feel like Apple now are trying to push silver more than Space Gray. I feel like everything is like going to that direction. Screen looks very nice. Very nice. Oh, so good to have a laptop now. The one last thing I will say about working across different systems. I always have used Google Drive as my main drive. So you can use Dropbox, you can use other services, whatever you like to use. I use Google Drive though, because basically what I'll do is everything will always live on Google Drive. Everything will always be synced across all my devices, and I can pick and choose what I want to live locally and what I want to live just on the cloud. And then that means anything that I have here, I can always have a folder on my desktop to say, right, download this all the time. And it means anytime I have anything on my laptop, it'll always appear on my desktop, which is super good as long as you have good internet. But I feel most of the places I'm going to these days have great internet, so I have no issues at all. It only comes down to if you have bad internet connection, it makes things a little more difficult. But I'm not going to bore you too much about the specs and everything, because you know what? There's actually loads of great YouTubers that I go watch for like technical specifications. I'm more about real life use and what I want and what I need. And I'm just sharing this with you because I feel like if you're looking to buy an iPad, maybe leave me a question down below and let's chat through it, because I kind of regret buying it in a little way because I've lost out a lot of money. But for the time I've used it and what I spent and what I enjoyed from it, did I enjoy it? Yes. So, I mean, you can't win everything in life, right? Okay, that is me done. I have purchased a MacBook Pro 14-inch. We'll see how long this 16-inch comes. It has been 3 months since we've ordered it. 12 weeks. Who knows how long it'll be until we get it. Maybe we won't even get it. Maybe it'll be September. By then, I'll cancel my order and then we'll order whatever new 16-inch MacBook Pro will come then. I'm gonna end my video here. I hope you guys have had an awesome day. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe down below as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you then.